Hello, everybody. We're live. Okay. Wow. So I'm glad to see everybody here. Ladies, I am so happy to be with you. Um, I am still learning the name of our show, Connects Your Connection to Spirit. Uh, I like it, and but I'm still getting used to it. I keep wanting to say Magic Monday, or I put it on my calendars, MM. So I kind of wanted to call this TT, Terrific Tuesday.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Magic Monday and Tuesday, MMOT.
Yes.
It could still be Magic Tuesday. But your connection to spirit is really what we do here. And we, connect you to your own gifts as well as your loved ones and pets and spirit guides. And I just thought, that was a beautiful title. It says it all in the title.
Yeah.
But happy Tuesday, everybody. And I hear that it's beautiful weather in the West Coast where Terry is, and in
Yeah.
the mid
Midwest.
central of central, I guess, northern central for Joan. And on the East Coast, it's dreary and rainy for a couple of days. And yeah, so we have it all going on here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, just so everybody knows what we're doing here today, we are taking your questions, and you can ask um, for a lot of different things here. You can ask for messages from your angels and guides. You can ask for messages from loved ones on the other side. And that actually includes pets, but from each of them, we need name and relationship. And when it's the pets, we need species or breed. you know, cat, dog, bird, whatever, so that we know what we're doing. We will take questions at random, and we would like it. We would you need to be here when we take your question because we may need feedback from you. Maybe your loved one, you know, shows us something that we don't understand, but maybe it makes sense to you. So that's what we're doing. We take them at random. Uh, just get your question in and see if we take it. We're just kind of spirit led. Go with the flow here. And also, it does help a lot if you put them in all caps and put some emojis on it. Make it look as big as possible because what you don't see as the viewer is your messages keep scrolling by for us and it goes pretty fast and we can only see them if you make them really, really obnoxious. Okay. And then we'll grab them. Well, I thought we'd chit chat a little bit about some of the things going on in our life. Uh, Jean, what's up with you?
I'm having a wonderful time doing shows on the YouTube. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. So I'm doing all of the social medias and I'm creating reels and shorts and being really creative. And it's a little bit outside of my wheelhouse, but I'm learning and that's been an amazing challenge for me. Um, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. And I just wanted to show everybody, in case you hadn't noticed or hadn't seen this before. This is a beautiful unicorn. And this unicorn, I found this unicorn at a thrift shop. And I had just done a show and a special devoted to unicorns, learning about unicorns, asking like questions about unicorns. And it was an amazing event. I loved it. And then right after that, I walked into a secondhand shop to try and find a tablecloth, which I'm still looking for one for my trade shows that I go to. And sitting right on the corner shelf as I'm walking in, as I'm walking by, was this fine unicorn just
Oh,
staring at me. And I was like, is that a unicorn? And I knew right away that spirit left this for me. And the unicorn was like so happy that I bought him. And this guy is a vintage secondhand unicorn. There's not a spot or a crack on it. It's in pristine condition. And it was like $2.99 at the secondhand shop. I'm letting you know.
Wow.
Guys, you can find spiritual stuff there. And talking spiritual stuff at the secondhand shop, I just want to show you one more thing. This is my crystal ball that I found at a secondhand shop, at a thrift store. I
Wow.
couldn't believe it. This was in my Amazon wish list. This one I think is a 4-inch, and I may have even asked for a 6-inch. I had to take it out. I'm like, I have it. This was laying there on the shelf by itself, $2.99 again. They don't know what it is. It is a crystal ball. And then I looked around for a something to hold it, and I found this. And this was $2.99 also. I think this is like a I don't know what it is. It's like for candles or something.
Yeah.
And I use this, and this is what it is. It's an absolute just beautiful thing. It's one of my pride and joys. And the fact that I got it at a secondhand store is just, it makes it so much more amazing. And the connection and the magic. And I'm letting you know, this happens to us in our everyday lives, walking around doing our everyday routines. Magic and miracles come into our life. I'm telling you, this thing is pristine. Pristine. I love them.
I love that for a couple of reasons. One, especially the crystal ball, because you had put that in your wish list. You'd set your intention. This is something that I want. And spirit just made it appear, not in the way that you expected, but in kind of a more magical way. And then it also means that when we clean our stuff out and take it to whatever thrift drop-off place, it's actually a way of not just like cleaning things out and taking stuff off in your taxes, but of working with spirit. It's like fodder for spirit to say, oh, you don't really want that thing. You don't even know what it is. Give it away. And it's going to come back to someone who really wants it or needs it. It's a way of kind of priming the pump for these things to find their new place. So that's cool.
I love that. That's really cool. When I go to the trade shows, there's a couple people that have very large crystal balls, not clear like that usually. Some are in different colors, but I'm always appreciative of them. I'm like, oh, I wish I could find one that beautiful. But
they have like an 8-inch one that this lady brings with her. I'm like, you lug that all the way here and all the way home. Because it's heavy, and if it breaks, it'll get a little nick on it.
That would hurt my heart a little too.
But I love it every time I walk by. It is very attractive.
Yeah. Let's just say hi to some people. I see Darian Ray, Lauren Hunsinger, Julianne Guthrie Simelson, Jen B, Visionary Gal, and Jen B, you are doing a wonderful job as a moderator. Thank you for greeting everybody. Pooja Gupta, Anita K, Nancy Ray. Let's see, Sharon O'Brien. Thank you for coming back. Mr. Beanie. Saram Gupta, Carol Berner. And let's see, who else? Miley. Everybody, thank you for showing up. And if I don't say thank you to you and you come in a little later, oh, there's Pixie. Hi, Pixie. Thanks for coming in. We are very appreciative that you're here, and we're appreciative that you ask your questions. We are flagging them as they come in, and that helps us have a wonderful bunch of questions to choose from. So I was going to just say one thing. I've been doing a lot of meditation recently, and I just noticed something very interesting since the big No King's Day parade. The energy of the other side's been very happy, and like today, I don't know that it's completely correlating here, but I happen to kind of look out at my landscape in my head. And oh my gosh, there were angels out there gardening. it was like a big pastoral scene, and they were hoeing and pulling weeds and turning over ground and doing all sorts of things, and they're so happy. So what I think is, I think we are all in for a lot of big growth here, which I always think's happy. I like a little bit of growth, but because it's angels doing the gardening, it means it's going to be good spiritual growth. So yay.
Oh, that's beautiful, Terri. That's really
And
beautiful.
I know, Joan, you saw something recently that made you think similar things.
Yeah, I was gardening this weekend and doing exactly that, turning over the earth and getting rid of all the weeds, and so new, better things can grow. And so when you said that, it's like, yeah, that's. I was thinking that, and then today, let's see, I think it was Jen B who said she's from Wisconsin. I was driving down from St. Paul to on the River Road down to Nelson, Wisconsin, this little town, to see my sister. And it was so beautiful. It looked like a Hudson River Valley painting of just this huge growth and all the wildflowers in bloom and the eagles over the river. And it was just gorgeous. It feels like it's getting toward that height of summer, and so much growth and so much beauty. It was really wonderful. Yeah.
I feel that too. Well, everybody, questions are not closed yet. We could take a few more. So if you are thinking about asking a question, but you're a little bit shy, maybe this is the time to take the dive and ask us a question. Get all brave, and we'll read for you. Okay, well, are you guys ready?
As I'll ever be.
Okay, let's go. So we're going to start with Nancy Ray and Julia and Guthrie and Mr. Beanie. We will take more questions, but so right now, those are the ones that we're going to read on first. So Nancy Ray asks, hello, what are my dominant spiritual abilities in this lifetime? Now that's pretty broad, Nancy, but we'll take a shot at it.
Okay.
I feel like you're clairaudient, Nancy. I was drawn to your throat chakra right away. I feel like you also have dreams and maybe even visions. It's not something that you are it's not always easy to interpret, but I feel as though you do get pictures. But like things would pop into your mind. But I feel as though you're clairaudient as well. That's what I've got.
I got third eye, and then they showed me, like, when I read people, oftentimes they're in a boat and they're on a river, and I saw a boat going down, a canoe going down a river, and it's like, yeah, it's sort of like that symbolic imagery, things that'll just pop into your mind. And if you work with that, it can develop into other things too. But that might be one of your dominant spiritual gifts.
Mm-hmm. Nancy, right away I heard, since she has so many available, why would she choose just one? So basically, they're saying you have a lot of spiritual gifts, and you can choose and practice them. I really got spiritual mediumship strongly, which means definitely, at least for me and many of my friends, we tend to have two really strong clairs, and that's kind of one of the things that have been told to you already: the clairaudience and the clair. Which clair did you say, Joan?
Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance. So we all usually have two really strong ones as a psychic medium, but also the other thing I just got a little peek at it, just like a little peek, like it was kind of around the corner, hiding out there, was a little bit of energy healing, Reiki. So maybe that's something that you might want to pursue. Yeah,
And
that's
she
what we,
says that she used to have vivid, lucid dreams, and that's this third eye of yours. Good for you.
yeah, yeah, yep. Okay. Um, oh, I got one more question here. There we go. Got the question. Okay, so Nancy, thank you for asking that question. Uh, we have Julia and Guthrie Simelson. She would like a message from her dog, Duke.
Hmm. Well, I don't know if you named him after the Dukes of Hazzard, but that's the first thing I thought of. Could just be the name. I don't know if he was a hound dog, but he almost looks a little bit like a hound dog. And he was just sweet and lovable, but he was a little bit, I think he drooled a lot. And, so you had to make sure that you wiped his mouth. And he's showing me himself crying. He would be a whiner. He would sit down and watch you eat or watch you do something, and he would just sit there and whine at you and whimper and cry a little bit, but more of like a whine until you either gave him a toy or gave him a treat or told him to sit down. Like he was very much, what about me? What about me? I don't know if that makes sense there, Julianne. Does that sound like Duke? Oh, he was a schnauzer. He would
Schnauzer, he would
drool.
drool.
Hmm. At the drive-through window waiting for food. Oh my gosh. Schnauzer. I have to look that up. I don't know what that looks like. And so he just wants you to know that he's in heaven, that he's with his other playmates. He's with other dogs. Dogs. I don't know if you've had other dogs or if there's other dogs that he knew, but he's saying he's with his playmates and that he's doing very well. I do feel as though he was quite young at heart, like very childish, and but he was a good protector as well. Like is a schnauzer big and protective, like somebody that would pull on the leash? I don't know
Yeah,
what size they are.
big schnauzers can be that way. Yeah, they're the gray, rough-coated dogs that are very angular.
Okay. But I do see him like pulling on the leash, but he's saying that you were very patient with him and loving with him, and he's sorry if he misbehaved, but he knows that he was just like lovable, and you just couldn't stay mad at him. Oh yes, the leash.
Mhm.
Oh, he's a terrier schnauzer. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. Yep.
That's curious because when I saw him, he showed himself to be more like a really peaceful, I forget what they are. It's not a beagle, it's like a hush puppy. Those ones with the long ears and kind of the longer body and the tricolor like that. And he was very peaceful and he was sort of looking through a pool down at you. And he gave me the impression that he spent a lot of time studying you. Like you were under observation, and so he knew you. He knew every move you made. He knew, the sound of course, when you were getting the food and things like that. But he spent a lot of time studying you, and what I got was that hasn't changed. He's still got his eye on you, and he's looking out from you above. But that maybe it's the change in frequency or wherever he is now, that he's more like this, more peaceful, observant, like he's putting all of his focus on this, just kind of keeping an eye on you. And yes, he's having fun and everything too, but there's this whole sort of hound dog personality that's maybe he's telling me hound dog, like, because that's sort of a they'll go after the prey, or they're just they won't quit, and but not in a like running after you, but just pursuing the goal, and the goal is to keep an eye on you yet. And when I pulled cards, I got the Wheel of Fortune. So, and to me right now, it's like the Wheel of Fortune might spin and you might be getting another dog. And that's one of the things he's trying to point out to you. And I'm reading the heron too, not by what it says on the card, but by what it means to me is just be peaceful and still, like he is right now. And the herons and egrets and things, they wait for the bird to come up to them. So there's going to be another dog coming into your life that comes up to you. You don't have to go searching for them. It's going to find you. And yeah, so that's what I got. I hope that's helpful.
So cool.
He may come back as a hound dog. Okay.
Oh yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Basset hound. Thank you, Jen. That's exactly what I was trying to think. The word I was trying to come up with.
Yeah. So Julie, I got, you may know that I kind of read on a stage, and especially when I'm reading pets, the stage kind of really figures in. And I got him like right on the edge of the stage, like his paws are over the edge of the stage. He's looking down. So just like what Joan said, he's really looking at you. He's really observing. But I also got something else. So around him is this very large, it's either a white rose or a white camellia. It's a white flower, this white flower all around him, very part of it. And when I was looking at that, it also kind of gave me a sad, worried feeling. Like he is watching you, because I think he's a little bit worried that you may be having something very sad happening in your life. And he doesn't want that. He wants you to just be happy. And I don't think you're sad about him or anything. I think this has been a while, but I think there's something that's causing you concern that he's concerned about. And it has something to do with this white rose or camellia, that he's showing his concern and his love for you. So just know he's there. Even though pets can't really, speak to us exactly like our loved ones on the other side, you can still ask them for help and assistance. So just know he's there, and he's listening very carefully to you. So I hope that helps. Okay. Okay, so Duke, what a good dog. Okay, let's switch to Mr. Beanie. Mr. Beanie would like a message on love. Just love.
Mr. Beanie, I pulled a card from the Romance Angels deck, Oracle card, and this one says chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here, and I feel like you'll have you'll know. I feel like there's been a relationship in your past that was difficult to navigate and to manage, and you feel as though that because it didn't work out, that it's not in the cards for you. No pun intended. But what I feel is that you are lovable, you deserve love, and it's never too late. It takes as long as it takes, and it's worth every minute. And the next card I pulled for you is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And this reminds me of um, the feng shui principle that Joan always reminds me of, that if you have a picture of a single person walking down a lonely path, that's not going to help you. You want to get a picture of two people enjoying themselves. Or if you have a single rose, have two flowers in the picture. Or if you have one picture of a single rose, get another picture of a single rose. If you have a vase, don't put them on either side, or candlesticks or something, put them together, couple things together, put twos, um and it's important to visualize, get pictures of happy couples. You know, the pictures that come in the picture frame before you buy it, and they're like, wedding couples or something. Just put that around you, put that in your, not that you want a wedding, but just happy and fulfilling relationships. And it is absolutely, it's almost like a numbers game. And I'm letting you know that it's out there for all of us. And you too are extremely lovable, and you will find your love. Um, it's and try not to prejudge yourself from what happened in the past. Forgive yourself and let that go, because the sooner you can change that sort of energetic frequency, the sooner somebody new will come in.
That's the perfect lead in. And yes, I do love, I don't know how many times I've heard you describe that, but I do just love that description of the feng shui for couples. But this is the perfect lead into what I got. I'll start with what I first heard. The first thing I heard was "Love is in the Air," kind of the Love Boat intro song. So there's definitely the possibility is there. And then I saw Cupid shooting his arrow, and my attention was drawn to the action. You have to take action. So he shot his arrow, and it had a rope on the end. And I thought, what is this? Are there strings attached or what? And no, then it turned into the rope, and the arrow was going, and you were on the water, which water is often emotion. You were water skiing behind the Cupid's arrow. So it's like taking action, and you won't know where it's going to take you. And things are going to be moving forward for you. So then I went to draw cards, and I got the Hanged Man, which is just what Jean was talking about. There is something that's still kind of getting you're feeling tied up or upside down or hung up a little bit on something in the past. So you want to kind of just clear yourself of that. And then, as I just said, take action. The grouse about dance, movement and dance. You can dance, you can shoot the arrow, but some action is necessary to start this new cycle of fate for you. And I'm seeing good things happening. So I hope that made some sense to you, that you can kind of, between the act, and whether the action is dancing literally or doing the redecorating, the feng shui energy in your house, or a combination of the above, just subtle actions like that and putting it out there into the universe can bring your goal back to you. How about you, Terri?
Oh, I got something too, and I agree with Jean. I think that's the most brilliant idea. And I think that it also kind of coalesces around the reading that I got too. So I saw you with your team, your spiritual team, and I saw them behind you, kind of pushing you forward, kind of helping you, guiding you, pushing you forward. But the thing that stood out the most to me is they were showing me your heart, and they were making it, of course, it didn't look like a real anatomy of a heart. It looked like, a candy box heart, kind of, a big heart. But what was very, what stood out is that it was wrapped up. It was wrapped up with bandages. The whole front face of it was just completely bandaged up. And I can tell that you really want love, that you really, but something hurt you. Something happened. And even though you really do want love, you're also a little worried about you don't want to get hurt again. But your guides are there and they want you to have love and they want you to take the bandages off your heart and to take another chance and to slowly heal your heart. And what I got was maybe some affirmations that maybe when you see yourself in the mirror, say, I love you, you're lovable. I know it sounds almost ridiculous, but it really does work. Yeah, they want you to say some affirmations because they're also reminding me that our main goal here, like if people always say, what's my mission here? At the very, very base level, our mission is to love and be loved. So take a chance again, take a chance and make that action because you have to go out there and get it. So, well, thank you so much, Mr. Beanie, for asking your question on love. Let's see. I think we'll do Carol Berner next. And Saurabh Gupta and Tara 12. Okay, so let's find out if Carol Berner, are you here? Can you just say yes? And Saurabh and everybody who I just named, say yes in the chat so that we know you're here because we want to read people who are here. So Tara 12, yeah. Okay. Let's go to, I said Carol, right? Now I have lost your question. There we go. There we go. Okay. So Carol, have you noticed if Carol's here or?
Yes, she's here.
Yeah, she's here.
Okay. Oh, everybody's here. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. Carol asks, may I have a message from my Uncle Bill, please and thank you.
Is this your dad's brother, Carol? He seems like an older gentleman. And yes.
Yes.
And he does seem like, was he your dad's older brother? I feel like there was like a grandfatherly kind of an energy around him, or just an older gentleman kind of energy around him. And he's it's almost like he was maybe the patriarch, or maybe he was the oldest child, or somebody that was very beloved in the family, somebody that helped out your family, somebody that was very Bill is the baby. Uncle Bill was the baby. Okay. Well, he seemed very gray and distinguished and thick, but not heavy. But I feel like he was mature and helped others. And if this is not the case, let me know, because I may be picking up somebody else's stately, gray-haired, mature. How old was he when he passed? Do you mind me asking? Was he like over 65? So I'm getting an older gentleman with a mature attitude, somebody that helped out his family. He was 63. Okay. All right, let me just check here. So Uncle Bill, is this you coming through? He's saying it's him. And are you he's saying that he wants to send his brother a great deal of thanks. and he wants his brother to know that he's okay. And I feel like maybe your father took care of him, helped with his services, and he just wants to say how grateful he was, and how grateful he is. Mm-hmm. And he says we're still here. He says we carry on, and he's saying that I feel like he lived a full life. Um, Now, his golden years were shortened, but he lived a full life. And he wants you to know not to feel sorry for him, that he enjoyed his life, and that he was, he had many blessings, many things to be grateful for, especially family. But he wants you to know that there's something that somebody is paying attention to, and almost distracting. And he's saying, don't let yourself get distracted. Make sure you work on your own happiness and your own development and your own desires and your own joy. He's saying that there's so many distractions and expectations in the world, and happiness and joyfulness and getting together with like-minded people or family, and having a good time. This is what's really important, is the connection between loved ones, whether they be friends or loved ones or somebody like this. Oh, he was like a father to you. Okay. All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was gorgeous. That was beautiful. Carol, when I tuned in, this is kind of odd. I got a song. I got "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina," and I'm not a musical fan. I didn't know. Yes, you saw me. I was trying to look up the lyrics to that, and the ones that resonated was, just in the "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you." And I think that's what he was trying to say. That don't be sad. I'm still here with you. And then I was shown, rather than drawing it, I was shown the Three of Swords from the tarot deck. That's the heart with all the swords through it, and it's the reverse version of that is to let go of sadness. He doesn't want you to have he doesn't want your heart to be broken, because he is still he's in his different way, not in the body like we would like, but energetically he is still with you and sending love, and he doesn't want you to be heartbroken. They used to sing karaoke. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's wonderful. That's great. And then when I did draw cards, what else did I get? I don't know if he'd like to be outside. I saw him just kind of walking in the woods, like getting joy and peace from nature, just from little things, observing, the flowers growing or whatever, but finding peace in nature and in the quiet times. And then when I drew cards, I got the Knight of Cups. So maybe he was like your knight in shining armor, or he's sending a knight in shining armor your way. And he's sent the meadowlark. Smile, you will soon experience a wonderful journey of inner discovery. But I think he's pretty much saying, smile and don't be sad. He's still with you. And to take your time. This is the Archangel of Clarity who's saying, reflect, recharge, and rest. So this might be a period of doing that, but getting over, our loved ones in spirit it's hard to have them leave, but they are still with us, and it helps when you get to the other side that you can think about them with love and joy, and like the meadowlark, rather than just like the loss and all of that. So I wish you the best. He sounds like he was a wonderful, wonderful guy.
yeah. Well, Carol, what I got, and I can understand why, even though he's the baby, he's big. As I'm tuning into his energy, he felt like a man's man. Like if he went to a family party, he's the guy people want to talk to. And the other thing he showed me was, and he keeps showing it to me. So he keeps showing me some construction, that it almost feels like it's him that's being constructed, and he is this building, and it's made out of this new type of orange construction boards that they use, but it's all orange. So I don't know if he had an orange house, if he was a builder and he used that kind of thing, or if orange makes a certain kind of connection to him, but he just will not let that orange go out of my vision. And he also is talking to me about the love and about the fact that you guys feel like a really big loss here. And he wants you and all the other parts of your family that miss him to remember that he's not gone. He's really still here. He's really a good guy. And I can already tell, even by looking, that he feels like he did his life's mission, that he completed it, even though 63 is kind of young to go, but he feels like he completed what he set out to do. So that's great. They were in construction. Okay, well, that makes sense why that all I can see is construction. So, okay, well, thank you, Carol, for letting us meet your Uncle Bill. He's a great guy.
And orange is power, passion, and creativity.
Ah,
When you think about the chakras. So maybe he's referencing that, who knows?
yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for letting us meet him. Okay, so Rob Gupta. May I get a message from my father, Mukesh, in spirit? I think we've read Mukesh before.
He's proud of you. He's in a very comfortable seat. He can see you. It's almost like he's sitting in a chair with arms on it, and he's sitting there, and all he has to do is close his eyes and he can see you. And he's saying that you're doing a wonderful job representing the family and taking care of mother. He's saying he knows it's not easy. It's a lot of responsibility. And he's saying it's okay. Because, you know, I feel like maybe you weren't quite ready to step up into that role. Like you wanted time to do what you needed to do. And now you have to be instead of, becoming. Now you have to be. But he's saying, take the freedom that you need, and the responsibility will be there when you get back. Like if you need to go off and take classes, or if you need to go off and go on vacation, or if you need to go off and find something, you can step away from your responsibilities. You don't have to dedicate yourself 24/7. You can make up the new rules. You don't have to follow the tradition to the T. He said that it's your life. You can develop, and I feel like you have a air of equality with your family members, even though you may be the head of the family now, since your dad's gone. But he's saying that you make the new rules. You are able to share responsibility with your siblings, share responsibility with your mother, and for the holidays or formal, you would be in that role. He's saying, but you still can take your time and do what you need to do. But he's saying he is very proud of you and that you're doing a wonderful job. And as long as you are open and honest and clear with the family members, and he's telling me you hold the line, like don't let the family members push you around. He's saying, but just hold the line and be open and clear. And he says, but you're doing great. Mm-hmm.
That's so interesting. When I tuned in, the first thing I saw was fireworks, like he's feeling so free now and celebrating that. And the next thing I saw was more a reference from me, I think, but it was like a cowboy's lariat, that you spin it around and you throw it out to catch the cattle or whatever. And he was saying something about how he was at the end of the line. And at first I thought, is he apologizing that he pulled the line too tight and he had to keep tight control? And he was giving me the reference, I think, that if you're in that position now, you can still have influence over family matters or whatever and remain at a distance, because when you throw the lariat, you're far away from whatever you're trying to catch. And you don't have to pull it so tight. You can still have influence, but not have to have tight control. And let's see, keep control of everything at a distance. And when I pulled cards, I got the Knight of Swords. This is the fast moving knight, moving forward really quickly. And the swords are all about ideas. So things might to you seem like they're changing very quickly, but change is okay. This knight, they're moving very quickly, but he's in control, has a vision, it's a world of ideas and swiftly moving changes. So it can kind of feel like, it's scary, things are changing, but still that knight is in control of everything that's happening. And then I got the Loon. Pay attention to your dreams. Messages and guidance will be drifting in. So you might want to keep a dream journal or just kind of pay attention to images, whether in dreams or nighttime or daytime dreams, images and messages that might be coming in and might be talking to you. And he's also, you got the Archangel Gabriel about speak your truth. So you can kind of think, Dad, what would you have done? But then touch base with your own heart and your own soul and say, okay, what's right for me? And go with that. Kind of always do a gut check for yourself. And yeah, kind of what I'm hearing now is this is your time on the stage. This is your party. This is your show. So he's there to advise, but this is your turn now. And he's behind you with that.
Yeah, that was a great reading. I got very, very similar things. As I first kind of blended into his spirit, the first thing I just said to myself was, "Oh, he's fancy. He's fancy." So, because I've seen him before, but he's fancy today for some reason. It's as if he's in a parade or something. He's got some pretty things around him that are kind of a really true blue with some pink flowers around it. And the other thing is, when I saw him, he was wearing a very, very beautiful suit jacket. It has a kind of a black collar, and it's satin or silk. It is purple, that kind of purple that kind of, do you see our background here where the pink and the purple kind of meld? And if you look at him one way, it looks purple, and you look at him the other way with the different light, it looks a little pink, and there's gold braid all through it. He looks really snazzy. He's wearing such beautiful clothing. And after I kind of got over seeing how beautiful he was, then it made me think, like, I wonder if there's some sort of thing happening, like maybe some sort of event in your life that's important. Not like you're getting married or something right now, but maybe there's some sort of family event coming up that he's encouraging you to go ahead and go with the flow, go with the traditional things that you would traditionally wear. Don't blow it off. And then the next thing that he told me, which matches both Jean and Joan's reading, he says, you don't have to know everything. Go with your gut. You've had a good upraising. You're a good person. You have a lot of good things going on inside of you, but you don't have to know everything. Go with your gut. It's okay. So whatever thing you're having to decide right now with everything, go, have some faith in your own abilities, because your dad does have faith in your abilities. So, okay, I hope that that works out for you, Sarah. And what a nice guy Mukesh is. Okay. Okay.
Terra 12, I think. Yeah.
Terra 12. Okay, here we go. I was just looking to see if Sarab had anything to say. Okay. Terra 12. Hello, ladies. May I please hear a message from my guide? Okay.
They said they'll meet you outside, Terra 12. Do you go outside? I mean, do you like to spend time in nature? They're showing me a waterway as well. Is there either a lake or a stream or a river or someplace where you walk near? I do feel as though there's like something on your mind that you need to contemplate and to figure out and to work through. There's a lot to think about, he's saying, or your spirit guides are. I feel as though you're not wandering, but you're not quite sure which direction to go in, and you're not sure what's real anymore, sort of, and not to that extent, but just sort of what to believe, what not to believe, which direction is the best way. Like you're in at an impasse with your own confidence in yourself, as well as there's a situation that you've been thinking about. And it could be moving or it could be your job, but there's something that you're thinking about and mulling over. And they're saying if you go out and walk in nature and go by water, whether it's a lake or a stream or something, or even the beach, that it will help to relax you and allow for the remedy or the resolution to come to you when you're relaxed. If you constantly are in a holding pattern, it's like if you don't think about it, then it's not going to ever happen. It's not that. It's important for you to take some rest, let it go, forget about it, and trust the universe will work it out. So they want you to relax around water. Yes, lots of lakes and rivers. Okay.
Cool. This might build on that a little bit. The first thing I saw was a paintbrush, and like an artist's paintbrush, and it was sort of the idea was to create your future. And just like a painter, you look at something, or it just appears in your head, and then you take action and create it. And so you imagine it, and then you take action and make it come to life, just like in a painting. And if you don't like that one, you throw that one away, and maybe you do a little sketch first, and then you try it again. So they're just saying you've got plenty of pages of and this is watercolor that they're showing me. There's plenty of pages of watercolor paper. Just keep trying to envision the future. What is it that comes to your heart? What do you want to create? And then create that, and you can kind of just like a painter sort of live in that landscape for a little while, figuratively, and then move on to the next thing. And then I pulled cards, and I got something completely different, the Hierophant, all about institutions and control and those types of things. And it's like, I think those might be the voices that are talking to you in your head, the I shoulds, and I really, I need to do this, and I've always been taught to do that. And don't listen to them right now. I mean, pay the mortgage, pay the rent, figure out the necessities of life. But as far as your creative side and where you really want to go back to the watercolor. And then I got the ostrich, which right away is like, don't put your head in the sand. But this one says the choice is clear. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. And, so you kind of have the choice to put your head in the sand or use those fabulous long legs and beautiful wings to move forward with strength and speed. And then I got the Archangel of Serenity, who says, weave a new story. And it's hard to see, but above her head, it's it's very hard to see on my camera, but there's sort of a web there. So that goes back to the paintbrush too. Another way of saying you can create your own future by putting that energy out there.
Oh, yep. We all got water.
Oh yeah.
Water. I immediately saw what I immediately received was that you need to recharge around water, whether it's like taking a nice long bath or washing your hands often as maybe you're looking out your kitchen window or something, or just water somehow figures into this a lot, whether they want you to recharge around it. But what I got is one of the reasons they want you to recharge in this is because you're an energy worker. There's some sort of big energy. I don't know if it's healing energy or what, but I get the feeling that they are talking to you and telling you about this gift, and that you're not quite receiving the idea because it's out of your what you're thinking about. I think it's a little bit like the Hierophant. There's people telling you, well, Joan of Arc gets these kinds of things, but not you, you know. Yes, you do it. So I I think they want you to start doing some energy work, particularly around water, like maybe using your hands to bring energy together and then send it to someone, to start practicing, to start working with energy, because somehow this is one of your big gifts. So go for it. Please go for it. And then tell us what happens. What do they want you to do with all that energy? So, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tara, for letting us read you.
That was fun.
Okay. Yeah. I love it when we get that psychic balance where we start like getting a similar message or parts of the same message. I love that. Okay, so the next few, oh wow, the time has gone fast. I didn't see what the time was till now. Ladies, can we read at least one more? Maybe two?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's go. So, Ruby Red Slippers, if you're here still, please say hi because I'd like to read your question. And then let's see if, let's do Sharon O'Brien if we have time. Okay, so Ruby Red Slippers, are you here? Mystic Bond, it's too late now. Yes, sorry, but we will be back on. So
Yeah, let's make sure they're here. Ruby Red or Sharon? Who is it? Sharon O'Brien?
Sharon O'Brien or Ruby Red? You know what? And if neither of them say anything,
Oh, Ruby
then
Red is here.
Ruby Red's here. Yay. Okay. Okay, good. And Sharon's here. Okay, here we go. Yay. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Okay. Ruby Red Slipper says, hi, ladies. How are my two rescue cats liking their new home? Their names are Melba and Thelma.
Melba said it's taking a little while to get adjusted, and Thelma is saying she doesn't like it yet. She's saying she'll warm up to it, but she's quite sensitive, and they don't like that. They want to hold her and pet her, and she wants to acclimate on her own. And Melba, yep, it's going to take a little while. Melba's a little further along than Thelma is, but Melba knows that they have their best interest. I think they're giving them lots of toys, lots of treats, and wants to like pay attention to them. And they're used to just like being in the background and hanging out. They're not used to all that attention. But Melba's warming up to it. She likes the treats and the toys, and but could use less attention. And Thelma is saying, no, she doesn't want to be picked up. She doesn't want to be pet. Like, and she's just, she's sort of being a little ornery, but she says she knows that she's in good hands and that it'll take her a little time. That's what I'm getting.
That was wonderful. I'm not sure which is which that I'm getting, but I got two main messages. And one, what I saw was a multicolored cat, and it was underneath the couch and being very quiet and just observing. And I'm getting the idea I'm on input mode. I'm observing. I want to be under the couch. I want to just kind of like what you were describing, and I'll come out when I want to come out. But it wasn't upset, or just wanted to get the lay of the land first, kind of in adjustment mode. And it's sort of like input mode. And then I used to do foster care for cats, and we'd give them like 24 hours in a room by themselves. And within a day or two, they'd be in charge of the dog and the other cat in the house and all of that. Just, it doesn't take that long, but they need that time. And that's what this cat was showing me. And then the next image I got was of my cat, that when I used to have family gatherings and everybody would be coming to the door and, grabbing their coats and hugging and lots of action and everything, the cat would be upstairs under the bed. And then once everybody kind of was settling down and sitting around and quietly just conversing, then she would make her entrance. So, and then there's this little place that she kind of walked out on. And my sister always said, oh, it was like she was on the catwalk and had to make her grand entrance. But it was, she needed everybody else to, it's the same message, to settle down first, and then it will be peaceful enough for the queen to come down the stairs and make her grand entrance on the red carpet or whatever. And I'm getting that feeling about both of them, actually. How about you, Terri?
I got that they're thanking you for taking such good care of them, for helping them enter into their new lives. I really felt when I heard both Jean and Joan's readings that they've just nailed it, completely nailed it, and it feels like too much to re-say it. But what they all, but so I kind of like, come on, one more thing, just give me one more thing, and the one more thing is they don't want you to quit fostering. They thank you for what you did for them, and they want you to keep doing that for other cats. So they're very, very grateful. Yeah. Okay.
They told me they're finicky, so.
Just who they are.
I like that. And I like the grand entrance. That a finicky cat kind of always does make a grand entrance.
Yes, on their own terms.
Yep. Okay. Sharon. Okay, this is the last reading of the day. Sharon O'Brien has been hoping to hear from her mom, Helga, since her birthday on June 4th. Maybe today. Okay, let's see if we can hear from Helga.
She just wants to thank you for remembering her on her birthday. She's saying that she did have a little party on the other side, but no candles and cake. I feel like the candles and the cake were something that was a staple, even though there may not have been gifts all the time, at least cards and a cake. Like the cake and the candle was something you guys always did, even if it was a cupcake. But she's saying there's no candles and cake, which is okay. But she is celebrating on the other side that, it's in remembrance that you guys are remembering her on her birthday. She's saying, woo, it's been a long time. She feels like I don't know if she would be over 100 by now, but she's saying it was quite a while ago. I don't know what year she was born, but she's saying she's very grateful for she's like sort of has another opportunity to review her life, and she's showing me herself, her childhood, and it seems like she's in like a neighborhood and like houses and a sidewalk and friends, and she was a young girl, and she feels like she can remember all of these things on the other side, and it makes her think of her birthday, like different special birthdays in her life. And she's saying that anytime that we celebrate an anniversary, it's always very touching, and like she feels like she connects again, and it's a remembrance of her life here on earth. 1934. Yep, about 100 years.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm sorry, 90 years.
Oh, that's so interesting, Jean, because what I was seeing, well, first she's sending you flowers and saying thank you for the love and the care. And saying maybe it wasn't physical care, but the love that you gave her throughout her life. And then I saw it started with a picture of a baby, and it was sort of like, those like flip books where you flip through things and the little drawing changes as you flip through it, and it makes the drawing move. It was sort of like that. She was showing, I thought it was you, Sharon, of you being first little baby and then growing up. And she said, it just goes so fast. But maybe it was herself, because that's what Jean was saying. But one way or another, I was seeing that progression. And in my image, it was a flip book of photographs of little baby, toddler, little girl, and moving on up. And she said, she showed me that it, like right now, it just, it seemed like it went so fast. When you live the day to day, it's like, oh God, every day it takes so long, and the years seem to just slog by. But the message she wants to say is thank you for the love and the joy and the remembering me, but make the most of it while you can, while you're here, and know that she's always with you and sending her love.
Yeah. Oh, I got something very, very similar. I would really love to know, Sharon, did she do folk dancing? Because she showed me something I couldn't quite interpret, and I'm like, can you show me something else? Because I'm just not getting this from you. And so she switched to kind of some folk dancing. So I can't quite tell if she folk danced in her youth or that you like dancing, but regardless of whether those things are the thing is keep dancing. Keep dancing, keep doing the life, live it all the way. One of her caregivers in the end, yes, folk dancing with dad. Okay, because I'm like, there's folk dancing in here for sure. Okay, well, that's good to know. You got it. Okay, Helga, is there any other thing you want to say to your doctor? Live it up, live it up. And she means that in all the different ways. Live it up. Okay. Well, thank you, Sharon.
It's the joy that comes with all of that, with remembering and oh, she's a ballroom dancer. Sharon is.
Keep dancing. That's wonderful.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool.
And you nailed it with the folk dancing. Oh my gosh. Yep. She wants you to have joy, experience joy, remember joy, bring that joy back in your life as much as you can, because those were the times that she remembers the most.
Yeah.
Since I couldn't interpret the first thing, it was very, very red. And I'm wondering if maybe you have a ballroom dance dress that is incredibly red, that maybe goes from a lighter orange to a darker red in spangles and stuff, because that's what I saw. But I'm like, I don't know what this means. So okay, Sharon. Oh, and she loves to boogie too. So well, ladies, it has been such a nice time with you. This has been really good, and we had some great questions. Um, where can people catch you? Because we had a lot of questions that didn't get answered too. And where can they find you today? Maybe they can put their questions in on another show.
I'm going to be traveling, and I will be back on Friday the 27th. So you can catch me the 27th, 28th, and 29th. I'll be back on my live shows.
Okay,
And
great.
I will be on with Allie of Heart and Soul Connected on Meeting with the Mediums on this Thursday, the 19th. So you can catch me there.
Cool.
How about you, Terri?
I think I am on this Friday with Jean and Terry Lee.
Fun.
So yeah, so they can catch, and we'll be on Terry Lee's show, so channel. So see you then. So everybody, have a great week. Just acknowledge your angels because they're very, very happy today. They're around us all, and they're very happy. And just know that they're helping us grow all the time. So, okay. See you later, everybody.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.